Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. Well, at 6'6", and with that sort of a physique, Jim, Daniel van Bouten was only ever going to be a monstrous centre-half, wasn't he?
Yeah, and a very good one at that. The first Belgian, I believe, to become a European champion at club level.
Yes, he was, and to do that, you've got to be pretty handy. He's having a go! Belletti. And it's Tonali. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Tonali. Now it's Neymar. Barcelona have reclaimed it. Irwin. Irwin tries making a foray down the right. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's managed to get free. Hoisted in.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Tonali. And that is expertly dealt with.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Del Piero plays it short. Takes the shot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Musiala. Musiala stood his ground strongly. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Musiala is in a really good position out wide. Tonali plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Oh, that's a key interception.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area.
I gave him a decision to make, Peter. Concede the foul or expose his keeper to a one-on-one encounter.
Del Piero is standing over this one.
Well, this is his opportunity to make the stage his own here.
Del Piero! Oh, it's a stunning goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Oh, that is a bit special.
Oh, what a hit, Peter. You just can't do anything about that. That's genius.
So the first moment of real significance.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Tonali. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. He's through, now is he in?
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
He's picked his way through. Chance for a shot! It's a goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
How very smart. He just got it right.
Bebeto really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And we hit half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time.
During the match at all times.
Second period then underway.
Barcelona are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Nicely spread.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And that's put paid to a promising move. Knocks it into space.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Musiala. Bebeto. And it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. No luck with that dink over the top. Good running, strong and purposeful. Oh, really good feet. Searching pass he's played there. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
He's had it taken off him. Well, the defence proved infallible then. But that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Bebeto. Now, can they get real chance? It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Del Piero, number 15, Hullet, number 10, Tonali, number 7, Neymar. Coming on the field, number 25, Batistuta, number 5, Ronaldinho, number 22,
Some good work on the right flank here.
24.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Maradona. Belletti. Barcelona needed that, they really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Good ball, good take. Law. Law! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Corner number 2 then. Up he goes! And somehow he managed to miss it. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Look at the space here.
2
Bellingham.
minutes has been indicated.
2 minutes to be added on. Now it's Maradona. Tries to play it through. And Bebeto! Yes, he's done it! Late in the day, this could well be it! And a trademark. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Barcelona played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Barcelona, absolutely shocking here. Shockingly porous down the middle, which was painfully exploited, and that's left plenty for the manager.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Barcelona.
My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here. And he can clear it away. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Played back in. Tries to pass it through. And this is Messi. That's going to go a long way. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Passing nice and neat. Great vision. And this is Owen. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Balletti. Now he's got space here. Zanetti getting this one clear.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Yildiz. Now it's Neymar. That's been slipped through. Manchester United applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course, the returns... And the shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, perfectly measured that. Yildiz. Yildiz! Goal! Manchester United! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Manchester United have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. There's the whistle for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Tonali. And this is Neymar. Oh, important interception. Barcelona still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he's been shifted off it. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Owen receives it in a wide position.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible... It's Neymar! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's been caught napping.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Neymar. Tonali. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Law. Costa Curta. Rijkaard. Into the last quarter of an hour. Now, can they get him away? Caught offside that time. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Yildiz. He's picked, and the shot! He should have put that one away.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
Now it's Owen. That is a great pick out. He's having a shot! So close to drawing level.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
It's their second corner of the game. That's a decent clearance. And he's had a hit! And that could come back to haunt them.
Irwin clearly knows that he let himself down there. He'd like another pop at that one, but that's not how it works.
Now it's Eze. Can he finish? That is some save from De Gea. And the ball's come loose here.
This is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Now it's Tonali. Belletti.
2 added minutes have
Brzezinski.
been indicated.
Passes short and sharp. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's made its way to him. And that will be it. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that.
Hello, attendees.
Well, what are your
This
thoughts on
is
today's
a
game then,
Lost
Jim?
Children's
That's a
announcement.
fairly
Please keep
demoralising
your eyes
loss.
on your
They
children
hardly
during the
threatened,
match at
and
all
this was
times.
about as insipid as it comes.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And already we're underway here. Now it's Neymar. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Aubameyang. Tries to pass it through. Cookchu promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang.
Law! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
He's tried one! He's scored! And they're at it again in double quick time. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Brzezinski. Rijkaard. And here's Yildiz. He's got away. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Neymar has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Good ball, Law. And a chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! And with that, he takes home the match ball. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he
shoots! And yes, it's there! And they are right back within touch!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Manchester United give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Passing nice and Del Piero! And he hits the net! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Barcelona blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Zanetti is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Law. Dink through. And this is Del Piero. He's picked his way through. And the first half is done.
I just think it's been a great performance, and they totally deserve to have this lead at half-time. I mean, just about anything they tried seemed to have come off. It's incredible stuff.
Barcelona 3 ahead after a remarkable half. Who knows how many more will follow. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Kirkchu. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. It's not an especially good pass, that. De Bruyne, who does have an assist to his name. Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And here's Yildiz. De Bruyne. Oh, that great chance! No mistake! They're back within reach!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
So is this the start of a comeback? Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Yildiz. Now it's Aubameyang. He's all Aubameyang! It's a goal! And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Manchester United get themselves back into contention.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Zanetti. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Zanetti showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
Manchester United really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining.
Del Piero. He's had a shot! It's there! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive.
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Brzezinski. For De Bruyne. That's an imaginative pass. De Gea claims comfortably. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And it's Kirkchu. That has been cut short. Great vision. And he was alert to it. Rijkaard. He won't be happy with that one. And here's Del Piero. Now there's a fine ball. That's good defending, very good defending. Manchester United needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
He's found a way through. And that was very necessary. That's a lovely, neat pass. There's some great running on show here, and it's Aubameyang.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. Barcelona really could have done without this. He'll know exactly where he wants to put it. And that's one back! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Manchester United give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's good.
And we're done. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Law on the score sheet 3 times. Very much the man. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And already we're underway here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
David De Gea. He's one of the all-time great shot stoppers, Peter. His positioning is superb, and he always seems to pick the perfect moment to rush off his line. What I really like about him is the way he keeps his frame big to make life as... Raul really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
And we have our very first corner. Up he goes! He's delivered all right!
Well, what a statement of intent. Who better to be the one to have the first say? A cracking opening to this game.
A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Some really good ball movement.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side. They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Zanetti. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Clipped into space. De Gea gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Raul. Looking for the run. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Now it's Owen.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Xavi Alonso. Neymar. Irwin gets into some space. Koundé tries to clear. Milan have the chance to go the other way.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now it's Neymar. Little pass back.
He had nobody else.
He's gone for goal! Oh my word, that is quite something! A finish of true class! And it's half-time here. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Barcelona will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Milan trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Milan have their second corner now. And he's taking no chances there. And now a sudden chance to counter. Raul. It's Raul! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Raul really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 3 coming up. He rises! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Cannavaro is offering a wry smile there.
Now that's well seen too. Neymar is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Cruyff. Szoboszlai.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And the shot! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Cruyff. Searching pass he's played there. Neymar. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Good take, and is he in? Milan needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Neymar, quick look, then plays it in. And that should get the job done.
Milan clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And this is Owen. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. That's that, the end. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner, of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even. And
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here. Neymar! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
And no, that was never going to make it. Well, that pass isn't the best. Kokchu. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
Neymar really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And this is Del Piero. Has another go! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Barcelona have it back, and a chance! Oh, it's hit the post!
Kokchu really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. And he's intervened well there. That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Baresi calmly anticipates. Your impression so far, Jim?
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this game, now to turn it into...
It's Neymar! It's bounced back off the post. Conte. Mateus! A lot of space ahead of him. And claimed it back swiftly. And Del Piero! And he has produced there the crispest of hits.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
And it's Del Piero. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Del Piero! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. A 1-0 lead established.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Van Dijk did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Neymar. Kokchu threads one in. It's a threatening ball. There's the shot! They've scored! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
And he's done it again, he's got his second. Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up. Well, it's Neymar!
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Another throw-in. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. And it's Del Piero. Del Piero! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Barcelona clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
Barcelona go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. Here we go again then. Defending was strong and firm. Not the most convincing of passes. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Belletti.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Driving on and making good progress. He's gone for goal! Oh, belter! He's got himself an absolute peach. The second half sparked straight into life. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
We have got ourselves a game here.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Rijkaard simply refused to be outdone there. Oh, just skips past his man.
Santos really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Oh, what a mistake!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Suarez. Del Piero. So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side buckles and the other kicks on.
Fiore.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Fiore. Conte. And here's Alvarez. He's tried one! Magnificent from Alvarez! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining, game still on. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Now there's a fine ball. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now? And Del Piero! And again the keeper stands strong.
Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
Tries to get it clear.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
2 added minutes.
Well, the
has been
defence
indicated.
proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And there goes the final whistle. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. Del Piero picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
This is a lost children's
So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Has a look and place it forward. And this is Neymar. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, a lot has been said, Peter, about this guy, Julian Alvarez. I remember him from his breakout performance back in 2020 in the group stages of Latin America's greatest club competition, where I'm pretty sure I remember he got 5 goals and an assist. Now, back then, I saw him as a very versatile forward who can play. And
Alvarez! He's done very well to get to that.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Santos with the corner, there first. Alvarez plays it short. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. And now they can spring out of defence. Now he's having a go! David De Gea gets it away. And it's Belletti. Crosses it in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And here's Suarez. Santos have it back and can go again. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. He won't be happy with that one. Irwin is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Now it's Alvarez. It's a pretty loose pass. And this is it's Luis Suarez! Oh, another save.
Well, the keeper saved his team again here, Peter, but he needs more protection from this defence.
Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Kukçu. Szoboszlai. Now it's Neymar. Law. Neymar.
Such good technique.
And he's got the beating of his... Law! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low, too.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Del Piero has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. De Gea breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And there's the end of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
And a quick announcement today.
So we reached the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And we're underway again.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, smashing header! Superb goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden...
Real chance! Really well taken goal. 2 up now, and they are cruising. Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
And he shoots! That's a half-decent try. Santos are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And Messi!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
No way through there. He's a sharp little ball here. Neymar! And it's there!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Looking to play him in. Baresi cuts it out. And that has not gone well. Law. That's a little off target. Now that looks a decent ball. Tries to pass it through. Messi, he's picked his way through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rijkaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That is good alertness.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Alvarez looking to get on the end of this. Oh, that's fabulous. Ball is over the line. Aimed beyond the defence. No way through. Stood up well to him there. Oh, good-looking ball. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Spread it left. Zanetti picks it up out wide. Up he goes! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And with that, the final whistle. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. Law voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And as you can see, we've already started here. Well, Fabio Cannavaro may not be a giant in physical terms, Jim, but his reputation, his press... Alvarez! And the ball's come loose here. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Looking to play him in. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And here's Suarez. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Oh, he's been caught napping.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's a throw. Oh, he's played it in low. And the shot! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Luis Suarez. He's gone for goal! Luis Suarez! It's a beauty! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! He gave it plenty and some, thrashed it in.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Santos have fired themselves in front. Can he finish? And he hits the net. And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Big chance! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Quality ball. Santos trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Now it's Del Piero. Now it's Kukçu. Kukçu tries looking up for options on the left. And that's really well manoeuvred. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. Fiore, and he's intervened well there. Law. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.